Good afternoon. For this instructional tutorial, I'm going to briefly preview and review a web-based instructional tool that my school is currently using to assist their students with different content area material. And it's called Moby Max, and it's a relatively inexpensive tool that schools can purchase. I believe it's relatively under $700 to support about 460 to 500 students in my school. So the cost is not that great, and it apparently has won the love and favoritism of our students because that is what they choose to use when they're given the option. So I'm going to go ahead and log in as the school administrator so you can see this side of it and some additional options that are available to teachers. And then I thought what would be interesting for this tutorial would be to actually have a student interact and engage with the web tool and get his feedback and his insights as to why he chooses to use Moby Max above all the other instructional tools that are available to him in his class. So first we'll look at it from the administrator's side, and basically I have control over all of the teachers and how many are assigned, how many are registered students. This current year we can also roll over the data next year, so we'll be able to have data from year to year. I can also set up my own class if I'd like to. I can access information on the students, different reports. So for this page, on this view, we have all of the teachers who have an active account, how many students, how many standards that are associated with the students' interaction that they have passed. And unfortunately, the standards in Moby Max refer to the Common Core standards. And although the state of South Carolina has generated their own college and career ready standards, some of them have overlap into the Common Core. So although it doesn't address our standards specifically, there are some commonalities there that we can look at. And also it offers the curriculum subjects that the students are interacting with. It gives me, weekly time spent by those students that are actively engaged, so anywhere from an hour to less than an hour. The majority of our students utilize over the week. Student average daily time. Different teachers, not only in our district but elsewhere, have rated Moby Max. Their input is offered. Each student or each teacher is listed, and the student who is most active and the average time spent utilizing Moby Max, and some additional in-depth teacher reviews on the program. So if I go to, I look at the teachers, again it lists all of the teachers, who's active. It gives me all of their information based on the interaction their students are having with the program. I can register teachers, transfer teachers, import them. There's a wide variety of ways of getting the teachers connected. And there are various reports that we can utilize to get information. We can create monthly custom reports. We can choose the specific content areas to generate reports, which month we would like to get the reports on. The different levels of report. It can be a school summary, teachers, my class if I have my own class set up, all the students in my class or all the students in the school. We have the option of creating a PDF or exporting that data into another file. So we can take advantage of a lot of different in-depth reports regarding the use of Moby Max. So here are the different subjects or content areas that the students have access to depending on their grade level. So it can be just all your basic math to mastering different math facts to just numbers. Students can interact with science content. They can study and participate in literary texts, informational texts, or just reading fiction or nonfiction stories. And there's also the early childhood connection for that early learning of reading and grammar. There's also an opportunity for students to take a reading assessment that will identify what their current reading level is. And so different classroom tools that are also available the teachers can use, and one gives them their roster of students and opportunities on how they would like to register. They can create different groups. They can share students. So if I have a special needs student in my class and I want to share that student with a special education teacher, we can share. And there's a lot of tutorials available to help you along the way. You can also refer to the help icon that's here. Moby Max offers a lot of additional classroom tools that expands on the capabilities and goes beyond just an instructional tool for students to engage with. You can, on the wall, utilize it kind of like a blog, or you can take a poll. You can assign students, create different assignments for students. You can enter a message with a question, and it goes to all the students, and they can interact and respond to it. There's also the clicker, which allows for students to interact using a computer, a tablet, or handheld device. So you create different questions. You can create a quiz. You can create a test, and then the students interact with it, and their answers are generated and collected. So you can collect data from that assessment. It can be formative or it can be summative. You can set up different motivational tools for students. You can create badges for them to earn, and it keeps track of the badges they receive. You set the goals for those badges. So those are some motivators for students. You can have incentives for earning their different badges. So Moby Max really has a wide variety of tools that you can utilize, quite a bit more than I can explain in this short tutorial. So really my purpose of utilizing Moby Max for my instructional video was to allow you to see it from the student side. I could probably spend at least 15 to 20 minutes on each component and in great detail as to its benefits and its use. But I'm going to turn this over to my son who uses Moby Max at our school, and I'm going to have him sign in and give you a little bit of information from his point of view regarding the benefits of using Moby Max. Okay, Ethan, so when we started, we came to your home page, and it lists all the different content areas and different interactive opportunities that you have. And so what is it that you usually like to use the most?
I just like to, at first I just go in here and earn game time. And then whenever I have enough game time, I go to games.
So how do you get game time?
You kind of just go through everything, and every single time that you complete it, you either get bonus time and normal time that you earned.
Okay, so if you were to go into math, let's try that. And this is letting us know that you can continue your lesson. So when you go in and you interact with the lesson, you get points for the game time.
Yes, ma'am.
And how do you get bonus time?
By doing it quick and kind of getting all correct answers.
Okay, so you're motivated by earning the game time or bonus time so that you can play the games.
Mm-hmm.
So if we were to interact here and you were to continue your lesson with adding 3-digit numbers, let's see what happens.
Using expanded form.
Okay, so 100.
Okay, so you're interacting with the program, completing the problem
Mm-hmm.
based on the strategy that it has identified, and then once you get it finished, then you go ahead
And then you click that.
and it shows you that you were correct.
Using expanded form.
So here at the bottom, I notice that it has 5 stars. So are you expected to complete the 5 stars, and then that's how you get you complete the task, and then you get your bonus points and your game points?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so then after you do all of that, if we were to go back to your home page, and let's look at these games. So you would come down after you finish your tasks and you get your points, you come down to games and you get to play games, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And so right now your current game time is 0 minutes and 34 seconds. So are you able to play any of these games with that?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, which game do you usually like to play?
I usually like to either play Towers or Nutmeg.
Towers or Nutmeg. So let's look at Towers. Oh, it says that you need at least 1 minute of game time. So in order for us to interact with the games, we would need to go back and do what?
And then we would have to go back and get other game time by doing more problems.
Okay. Now, so after you you interact with whatever content area and you earn your points so that you can interact with games, you also earn badges, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And it says here that you've earned 4 badges, and you click on the picture to read about your badge. You earn a new badge every time you answer 50 problems correctly. You need 14 more correct problems to earn your next badge. So it keeps track of how successful you are and offers you badges and then lets you know what you need to do to move forward to earn more. So you receive the King Tut's tomb, and it gives you, looks like it gives you some background information about King Tut.
Yes, ma'am.
What did you subject area did you interact with that you earned this King Tut's tomb?
I'm pretty sure that it was math.
It was math? Okay. So the badge is more than just some arbitrary reward. It also gives you additional information. Okay, Ethan, so you enjoy Moby Max. You enjoy interacting with Moby Max because why?
Well, because I like to learn, and then I can get game time in order to play games.
So by completing your tasks, you're motivated to earn as many points as you can, so then you can go and play games and earn more badges, correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
Fantastic. Well, Ethan, I appreciate you sharing with us the student side of Moby Max and how you're motivated by using this program so that you can enjoy the gaming environment and you learn at the same time. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Oh.
So there's Moby Max, and it's a relatively inexpensive tool, and students are motivated to use it because it offers them that gaming environment that is so popular. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope that you further investigate Moby Max as a possible tool to be used in your classroom or your school. Thank you for listening.